Okay, I have 2 sticks of room temperature butter. And then next I'm going to put in 340 grams of sugar. And I'm going to let that mix for approximately 8 to 10 minutes till it's all nice and smooth. Over here I have a cup of milk. Cup of milk and 2 ounces of oil, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and then over here I'm going to measure out, let me put my eggs over here. I've got 4 eggs. Over here I'm going to measure out my flour, and it's just regular AP flour. And again, I measure my ingredients. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. I measure my ingredients because it's more precise. So I've got it set on grams, and I'm going to measure out 340 grams of flour. Just take out and add back as you need. Perfect. One smidgen. Okay, so then I have my flour, and then I'm going to measure out, let me get that out of the way. I'm going to measure out my baking powder, and I'm actually going to use 2.5 teaspoons. Let me make sure, yeah. 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Let me get my half out. I really need one of those things that you hang on the wall that has my measuring components. Alright. I think I have my half. Yep. So 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm going to add that to my flour mixture over here. And then I'm going to need a half a teaspoon of salt. You can use kosher salt or regular salt, either one that you prefer. I'm just going to use regular salt because that's what I have on hand. And as you can see, our mixture is getting quite fluffy. And what you want to do about midway through the timing is turn it off, pick it up, and look, isn't that gorgeous? And just scrape down the sides. Scrape down the sides. Okay. Look how light and fluffy that is. Alright. Turn it back on. Let it continue to mix. And while that's mixing, you can go ahead and give your flour and salt and baking powder a little mix so it's all incorporated. Alright, there we go. And what I'm doing right now is just waiting for that to finish up. And it's getting quite fluffy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate my eggs. And since we're talking about eggs, I had someone commenting on my page that I get my eggs from a farmer, and, you know, obviously I shouldn't be doing that because I guess I'm going to put a light on them and be hatching baby chicklings, listen to me, baby chicks in my kitchen. And yeah, so I'm not going to put them in an incubator and hatch chickens in my kitchen, but yeah, I'm going to continue to get my eggs and whatever else I can from my local farmers, because, you know, right now is a time that we should all be looking at farmers for our food instead of these high-priced supermarkets. They want to charge you an arm and a leg. I get it. The prices are going up everywhere, but a lot of it too, I believe, is gouging. So yeah, I will continue to get my stuff from farmers. J Moore's, my friend that sells eggs. Yeah, all the people that I can help, I'll be helping. So that's just my input on it. And sometimes people have nothing better to do than to just comment on other people's stuff because they're bored or whatever. I'm not sure. But I won't speculate. I'll just hope that God blesses them and they can continue on their day. Okay, so back to the cake. 3 eggs already in. It's mixing up quite nice. This is the 4th egg. And I'm just going to give that a quick swish. Make sure it's not sticking to the sides. And then I'm going to slow it down and I'm going to add my flour and my milk and my oil and vanilla. So we'll slow it down. Start gradually adding in about 1/3 at a time the flour and the milk mixture. And I've already preheated my oven to 350. So now I'm just getting all my pans filled. This is going to be for my sculpted cake. And I absolutely am going to enjoy this one. But I wanted to show you guys my process. Like, some people use box mixes, and that's fine. I mean, we all cheat every now and then as bakers, but when I'm sending it out to customers, you know, I like it to be fresh and I like it to be from scratch. So, I'm not saying that the other kind doesn't taste absolutely delicious, because it does, but I guess I'm a little old-fashioned like that. So if anybody wants to know this recipe, I'll have it up on my Facebook and up on my website. You add your flour, then you add your milk. Give it a good mix. And the butter is, you know, what gives it a tighter crumb so that it's easier to sculpt with. Okay, we're going to add just a little more flour and the rest of the milk. Well, the milk mixture, like I said, it's milk, oil, and vanilla extract. And then we're going to finish it off with the rest of the flour mixture. Flour mixture is just AP flour, baking powder, and salt. little bit. There we go. Scrape down my sides. I don't want nothing sticking to the sides or to the bottom, so whenever I turn this off, I will also scrape the bottom. Make sure that it's all mixed well. Okay, I think we're there, folks. You see how pretty that looks? Very pretty. And see how it's just sliding off? Now beat that off because I want to get all that cake mix off there. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. Is that just not beautiful? Beautiful. Okay, folks, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get them in the oven. And I'll shoot another video whenever they're done and ready to go. Have a great one.